Thank you. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's McGee in at the center. And for Brooklyn, Wilson Chandler out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, start it strong?
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Here's LeBron. Another shot. Here's Davis. And at last, they get one to fall.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Irving passes to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
LeBron with another miss.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Here's Irving. Doesn't go for him. Good D by LeBron.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Ball's knocked loose. Durant against Kuzma. On its way from Irving for 2. Jordan finds KD. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Greg, that's about as high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautifully.
James against Irving. Harris outside. Shot clock at 6. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the dunk by LeBron.
I love the way James moves in transition. He's relentless and determined.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Harris. Last season's performance for him averaged about 13 points a game last season, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Jordan kicks to Irving. Passes it to KD. Shoots over McGee, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And there's nothing you can do. Durant is known for his elite shooting ability. He'll brush the defense off.
Davis against Chandler. Fires from 14. Rebound, Brooklyn. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Durant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
The deep 3 from Green. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Harris. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Third is JaVale McGee.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Jordan dishes to KD. Irving with it. No points in the game yet for him. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's KD for 3. That shot no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Harris outside. Here's the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pulls up on the elbow. Green for 2 points.
Powerful, yet effective. James has always done a lot of damage from the mid-range.
Harris outside. And the pass to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Durant with it. Picked up by Davis. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Green, the pass to James. Here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out to Kuzma. 4 on the shot clock. And that one drops for him.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Irving. Lets it go from the wing. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
They get it back. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. James against Irving. Over James. A nice shot by Irving.
The terrific ability to finish. I mean, Irving finds all kinds of ways to burn you inside.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Well, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway.
Outside Durant. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
It's Allen on the wing. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. Back to Allen. Over James. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Last season, he played outstanding. 8th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And back to his points per game average last year. He literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. LeVert kicks to Allen. It's LeVert on the wing. 5 to shoot. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Durant. Off the inbound pass, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Durant's got his second bucket of the night. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to James. Over Irving. And James with the basket on the assist by Bradley. And it's 6 points for LeBron.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Passes it to Durant. Buries the jump shot. KD's got 8 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
On the wing, Davis. And they double up Davis. Stolen by Durant. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Chandler, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The 3 from LeBron. Here's McGee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, McGee, he's made an awful lot of stops along the way in his NBA career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team he's played for.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night. That's good from McGee. And the Nets making a change here. Prince is checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Howard comes in for Anthony Davis. Rajon Rondo subbed in for James. That one is no good. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Back to Kuzma. The three. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here is KD. He's got 8.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Rondo finds Howard. Back to Rondo. From the arc. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Irving for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Shot on the wing. Irving can't get it to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And stolen by Prince. One-on-one here. Poked loose. Allen dishes to Prince. Kuzma against Allen. 4 on the clock. And on the way from Irving for 3.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Brooklyn trailing. Prince, the pass to Allen. Out to KD. On the wing, Irving. To end the cold streak. The shot, no good. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Allen is out there with Jordan. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Burnett shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Allen kicks to Dinwiddie. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. Green finds Kuzma. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
The Lakers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Free throw good, Kuzma. And Chris, really a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
Well, defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
And both free throws good for Kuzma.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
Dinwiddie drives in. And there's the feed to Jordan. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers leading by 4. Rondo passes to Howard. They get a hand on it and stolen by Jordan. Levert against Bradley. Pass to Jordan. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did.
2 shots.
Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives, who bring an awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally. And that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Back to Prince. Allen in the post. He's covered by Rondo. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the Lakers get called for the foul. Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Allen drops them both. Now Rondo. Good D by Jordan.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And the shot is good.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Rondo with it. Guarded now by Prince. Rondo, no good. The Nets with the lead. Dinwiddie outside. Bradley against Levert. Kicks it to Prince. Over Green. Prince misses.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot, plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Back to Bradley. Shoots over LeVert. They can't stop the run with that one. Lobs it up for Jordan. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The pass to LeVert. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Howard. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Kuzma. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Love the fire Kuzma plays with, especially inside where he dares defenders to follow. Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working around out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
And the first one at the line is good. C-Webb last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding. Still an area to work on.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And both free throws good for Kuzma. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Now here is Harris. He's got 6. Knocks it loose. 6 to shoot. The 17-footer. And he gets the jumper to drop. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone. I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
The Lakers with the ball. They trail by 3. Here's Kuzma, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 8 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Now, I thought maybe the D would figure him out as the game went along. Looks like he's figured them out in this first half.
Prince finds Dinwiddie. The baseline J. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Pass to Howard. With his first shot attempt, Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Harris outside. Rondo against Dinwiddie. And it's Prince penetrating. Great D that time from Green.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
And it's tied up with that one. There's the talk about lowering the minimum draft age from 19 back to 18. And Chris, how much of a difference does that 1 year make in a player's maturity?
it makes so much difference. I mean, you're young, you're coming into a league, you're playing against grown men. Just physically, your body hasn't been able to catch up. How do you handle the travel, being away from your family? Many times this guy's first time being away from their families that long. So it is a maturity process, but at the same time, there's only such a few, and if you're one of the few that have the skill set and you're ready to come to this level, we should welcome you with open arms.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Anthony Davis comes in for Danny Green. And it's LeBron in for Rajon Rondo. LeBron with it. He's got 6. Right side Davis. A wide open look here for Kuzma. And the Lakers get it back. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
Bradley against Harris. Howard dishes to LeBron. Right at the free throw line. Again, Los Angeles.
And James, such a terrific interior score. Simple, under control, and on the money.
Here's Irving. The 3 from KD. Rebounded by Howard.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The 3 from Bradley. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead. Irving against James. Now here is Harris. Tight defense on him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Harris drops them both. And here is LeBron. 8 points for him. He kicks it to Bradley. Here's Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Nets trail by 3. Irving looking for an opening. On the wing, Harris, guarded by Bradley. The shot's good from Irving.
Such a smooth operator. I mean, Irving knows he has the green light to let it fly from deep.
Bradley kicks to James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down home.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Durant. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And here we can check out the story on Avery Bradley. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 10 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do best.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. They'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
That free throw good from Allen. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. Howard trying to free himself up. Bradley can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter.
Yeah, well, some locker room tension for Kyrie Irving last season. His public comments were seen as a dig at the Celtics' young players. They made it deep into the playoffs without him in 2018. A sense they weren't having it.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And with the chemistry concerns, Irving blamed the media. Chris, he said that it breaks up locker rooms.
Yeah, and he also said, Kev, that he admitted that he didn't handle everything perfectly. He got off social media, putting those blinders on and focusing on his job. Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
No good from Irving. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. James in the post. He's covered by Irving. Durant for 3. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the Lakers turn it over again.
Now let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jared Allen. He had a strong showing last season. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. The Lakers trail. James outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And the first one drops.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
And both free throws good for James. There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Now Irving, 12 points for him. Right side, Kevin Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for KD.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
LeBron's shot is good.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
The Nets shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Now here's Irving. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Kuzma passes to LeBron. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And Brooklyn has possession. Allen trying to break free. Chandler down low. Davis is on him. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Bradley with the ball. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Over Harris. And that one goes long. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
My teammates were just finding me, setting good screen, and just stay aggressive, not only for myself, but for them. You know, we're kind of in a hole in the first quarter, kind of sluggish, came out in the second quarter, kind of sluggish, but just got to pick it up on the defensive end. That's where it starts.
Kyrie, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A nice show being put on tonight by DeAndre Jordan. He had 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 steal. Tonight isn't an exception as looking back at his last few games, he's been stringing together some incredible performances. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, as we know, it's always a good idea to pound the ball into the paint. So many defensive game plans are focused just on stopping the three. When you hurt a team down low, they got to react. That allows you to play inside out. Trust me, I have the blueprint. I own the blueprint. I created the blueprint. Inside, kick it back out, shoot the three. Rick Fox, be sharp, and big shot, bomb for 3. The crowd go crazy. I know you remember that, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron James is out there with Howard. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And there's Davis. And it's McGee in at the 5 spot.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Here's Irving. Great D that time from James.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. DeAndre Jordan third.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
Gets them what they need. Could have been better, but they're out front.
Kuzma against Harris. Now here is Irving. D right on him. Chandler finds Durant. Shoots the 3. That's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Passes it to Kuzma. Over Harris. Second shot opportunity, and that one good. McGee's got 5 points so far.
A specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Here's Irving. He's got 12. Durant just inside the line. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's LeBron. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Irving against LeBron. Durant for 3. And Durant can't get that one to fall.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
The shot's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Nets trail by 5. Harris outside. Jordan dishes to KD. Six on the shot clock. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. He's got 12.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
You can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
Irving against LeBron. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And stolen by Kuzma. And Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Irving drives in. That one falls. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, come on. You see how creative Irving is? His remarkable control, his focus. It's off the charts.
Irving against Green. Poked away. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And KD throws it down.
How about that? He uses active hands for the steal and acceleration for the finish. What an effort from Durant.
And McGee kicks to Davis. He dishes it to James. And he gets the bucket. James has got 7 now in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on LeBron James.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
And so Irving nails both of them.
The determination of Irving. He's a type A personality who just wants to win.
Green, the pass to James. LeBron is doubled. The dish to Davis. It's Kuzma top the key. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Back to James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, a chance to check out stats for LeBron James. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 27 points per game last season, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game.
Take a break.
And you can also work
2
off
shots.
of him to look to create for others.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's a 5-point game. Irving finds KD. Here's Harris. Guarded by Kuzma. Harris passes to Irving. Here's Jordan. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Jordan's got 15.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Pass to James. Now McGee. Covered by Irving. The shot's good from McGee.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And here is Irving. He's got 16. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harris's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kuzma kicks to Green. James outside. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
It's the Nets now, trailing here by 8. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And the Lakers also making a switch. Bradley's checked in for Green. Chandler finds Irving. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Kuzma. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Can't shake Kuzma. Even when you try to get physical with him, he maintains his focus.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
One shot.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 11-point game. Outside Durant. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. LeBron with some nice D.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, is ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Here's Bradley. Here's McGee. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. McGee's got 6 in the quarter. Nets trail by 16. Timeout called the Nets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
So for the Nets, Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Durant, and Karis LeVert subbed in for Harris.
Let's go.
Irving against LeBron. Irving, good. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
Love how strong Irving finishes. Awesome at fighting through the defense and sinking these shots.
Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Coming off a terrific season, 11th in assists, 13th in steals, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish, always had his head up, looking for the open man. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Here's Kuzma. He doesn't hit that one. Prince with the defensive effort. To the paint. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Allen.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Karis LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. Yeah, he's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
I mean, and that 6'3" Bradley is a plus defender thanks to his quickness and tenacity.
And he makes both free throws. C-Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
LeVert the pass to Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
And the Lakers call time here.
In a wise move to call time out there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
So for the Nets, Rodion Kurucs comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And then for the Lakers, Jared Dudley's checked in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Davis. Rondo's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Bradley against LeVert. He gets it in there. LeVert's got his first points of the night.
Well, and in terms of size, that's a mismatch he'll exploit every time, especially inside.
The pass to LeBron. Outside Bradley. A 3-ball. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
LeVert against Bradley. Rondo with the steal. In the corner, Bradley with it. 1:05 left here in the third quarter. Here's Davis. Rebounded by the Nets. Dinwiddie's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it to Prince. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Karuch. Clock at 6. Pass to Prince. That's tipped. And Brooklyn turns it over again. Dinwiddie against James. Dinwiddie with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on LeBron James.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. Second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. 30 seconds left in the third. Pass to James. Here is Dudley. Beyond the arc. No good that time. LeVert against Rondo. Now LeVert. Dinwiddie outside. Over James. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Oh, you got to give it up for James. He's a rugged, tough-nosed defender, thanks mainly to his size, his speed, strength, and IQ.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Allen is out there with Karuch. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Durant deciding where to go with it. From 12 feet out. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Rondo kicks to Bradley. Takes it from 10. Second chance shot, and Howard with the lay-in. Howard's got his first bucket in this one.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Nets trail by 15. There's the pass to LeVert. The 3. And the three ball is good.
They get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up, though.
Dinwiddie against Rondo. Rebound, Brooklyn.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Outside Durant. That one off the back iron and out.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Rondo scanning the floor. That's good from Howard on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his fourth assist in this one.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Durant against Caldwell Pope, and the basket is good. 16 points for Kevin Durant.
Oh, well, when KD's the man running the pick and roll, good things happen. He understands the movement of his teammates, and he can read the defense like nobody else.
Rondo against Dinwiddie. With some arc. Here's Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Never easy trying to mark Howard. I mean, he's terrific at forcing the issue and getting the foul call.
And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Free throw good, Howard.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
And so Howard nails both of them. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injury.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Nets trail by 16. Dinwiddie dishes to KD. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Bradley finds Rondo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. He devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? But he's made it clear, once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
The first free throw is good.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
And so he hits both. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
Left side Rondo. Pass to Howard. Kicks it out to Bradley. Shot clock at 5. From downtown, they get the rebound.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Karuch passes to Durant. To stop the run. A rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. It's Bradley on the wing. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Bradley can't get it to go.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Dinwiddie with it. Passes to Karuch. Tipped away. Allen finds LeVert. Here's Karuch. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Los Angeles leading by 20. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever. I've never had a better feeling before a game. Eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet. Looking to end his cold spell. LeVert grabs the miss. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Tries from the block. Goes back up, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Brooklyn. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah,
Take
they
a
love
break.
it.
Take a break.
Can you imagine Mexico?
2 shots.
Oh, my
They'll love
God.
it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
Durant dishes to Prince. Harris outside. Fires for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Over in the corner, Green. And Jordan sends it back. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Prince has got the ball. And the layup falls. And that's 18 points for Kevin Durant.
And you never hear about it, but Durant is very strong. That allows him to finish on shots like that.
Howard, the pass to LeBron. And they double up James. Chandler against Howard. Back to LeBron. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Prince. Feeds to KD. And KD throws it down.
When Durant dunks the ball, it's such an effortless lift. He just goes up and throws it down like it's nothing.
Knocked away. And stolen by Prince. Chandler outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the first one drops.
Oh, the skill, length, timing. Durant, he's special in all those categories. He can dominate on both ends.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Temple's checked in. And so Durant nails them both. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. The lead is 15. Kuzma outside. Down low. A second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now look, once Howard establishes himself inside, it's a problem, which is why the defense chooses to foul him.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Musa, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And both free throws good for Howard. Nets trail by 17. Harris outside. Pass to Durant. The Nets working the ball around now, and they double up Jordan. Back to KD. Chandler trying to free himself up, and there's KD. That's good on the assist by Jordan.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Here's LeBron. It's not going to go for him. Jordan with some nice D. Durant down low. Guarded by Kuzma.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
Lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to Howard.
even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Here's LeBron. Nice D from Chandler. And they double up James. Green kicks to Howard. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 16th rebound on the night. Durant for 3. No good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. James finds Green. Here's Davis. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Davis has got 20.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And he makes the first. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. And Harris drops them both. Los Angeles leading by 15. Now the pass to Howard. Left side, Davis. He shoots again, and the layup is up and in. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
But, GA, this is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Davis.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Cans it from downtown.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Dinwiddie, and it's sent back by Howard. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kuzma outside. Pass to Green from outside the arc. The shot off that time. Here's Dinwiddie. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, you know, before we started the game,
Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Alders, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.